Hi everyone, this is my Scratch project for this week. I decided to animate my name. Let's start by checking out the R. So this top left-hand corner column of code here, that just says that when I click the green arrow, the R will return to its original position here the way you see it. And then when I click on the R, the first thing it will do is change costume, or I made that so it will change its color to a darker green, and then it will glide down, play a sound, and then glide up. So let's see what that looks like. Okay. And then for the O, so when you click on and look at this code, again, top left corner, that's just saying the O will return to its original position the way you see it. The first thing I do when I click it, it will change its costume, and then forever it will spin 15 degrees and repeat that in a loop. And so that's just basically saying it will turn in a circle clockwise. And over here, this is saying that it will play a different sound, D bass, so similar to the first one, and then wait 2 seconds and play it again. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, next is the S. So again, top left corner, this will return the S to its original position when the flag is clicked. When the sprite is clicked, this is saying it will tilt, glide towards the O, tilt back, glide towards the center or its original placement, tilt again, glide towards the E, tilt back, and then glide to its original position over and over. And it will also switch its costume or its color when clicked. And when the S is clicked, it will play the sound E bass and wait 4 seconds until it plays it again. So let's see what that looks like. Okay. And moving on to the E, and this one I got a little different type of motion, so it will, let's stop and explain first. So again, it will return to its original position when the flag is clicked. This is where I set the color of the pen. I want my E to draw as it moves, and so I set my color to yellow, and I set it to clear the pen after 60 seconds so my screen doesn't get too overloaded. Then, when the sprite is clicked, it will change to a darker pink. It will point in a random direction and then start and put the pen down and start moving in that direction, so it will draw a line, and if it hits the edge, it will bounce and keep going. This over here is saying it will play the sound F bass and wait 6 seconds and then play it again. And so let's see what that looks like now again, which you already did just see. Okay. And then the next thing I coded was this penguin down here in the corner. So let's take a look at that. This penguin, when I click it, when I click the green flag, again, it will return to its original position. When the sprite is clicked, it will say hello, make a penguin sound, and then move back and forth across the screen. And it will also change the background from the stars to this one called slopes, so it looks more at home in the snowy winter there. And then next, I coded this dragon up here, and so let's take a look inside that sprite. Again, top left-hand corner, return to its original position. When I click this sprite, it will change the backdrop to the woods. The dragon will say hello for 2 seconds and then point in a random direction and start moving. And another thing this dragon will do is it has a costume where it will look to be shooting fire. So I had it wait a random number of seconds, change to the costume where it will shoot fire, make a growling sound as it shoots fire, wait, and then switch back. And these two will happen at the same time, which you will see. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, and then lastly, I have my rose, and when I click the green flag arrow, again it will return to normal. When an up arrow is pressed, it will turn to its second costume that I created, and then when I press down, it will return to this red. So you'll see I press up, it turns yellow, and I press down, and it turns red. And this can happen anytime, even when you've clicked on other things. So let me just click on this penguin, and you'll see it's doing that. But now I'm going to click on the up arrow, and it will still turn yellow. So I can turn it back and forth no matter what I'm doing anything else on the screen. And then also when I click the rose sprite, I programmed it so it would switch to the second costume, wait 1 second, and then it will spin and turn, and it will change colors as it turns in a circle. And also when this sprite is clicked, I wanted it to play music, so it's playing a short little song called Garden. So we'll show you how this looks like all together. And that's all. Thanks for listening. Bye.